Hi everyone, Ali here again. Today is March 25th, 2020. Just wanted to do a quick video update on this remarkable rally that we've had in the past 2-3 days. And some of the stocks have bounced up almost 50%. So hopefully, you guys, if you're trading, you probably caught some of that. If you're like me, you're probably waiting for a good entry point for long-term buying, and that's what I'm waiting for. Everyone has different techniques. Some people buy the dips, some people are trading, actively trading. I am more of a buy the dips, and I'm just looking for long-term indicator to put in my money, and that's what's holding me back so far. But all these videos, they are basically to spark your mind and for you to think about these trends, about these pullbacks, how to critically analyze these stocks or indices or what have you, right? And then you could come up with probably a disciplined approach of buying and selling. So not much to discuss today. Yesterday I did a pretty detailed update on the market and also looked at all the sectors of S&P 500. Some were doing pretty well. Others were just lagging more than some, like technology or discretionaries were doing pretty well. Semiconductors are doing pretty well. However, some other like energy, rightfully so, or industrials are not doing so well. So just looking at the market overall, yesterday you must have seen that I drew this trend line based on these 2 points. I drew this trend line, and I was expecting that if we break this, first of all, we need to break this box, right? We need to go above it, and then secondly, this negative trend needs to stop. So we saw this bounce in the morning after the stimulus package was announced, and then markets started selling off. And interestingly so, I haven't changed the box from yesterday, and it closed right at the top from all these like previous highs. So this red line is the moving average sloping downwards. It's a 10-day moving average. I drew this curvy line over here. But this is what we're looking for, right? We want this moving average to flatten out because this is average of prices. So if the prices are going to start flattening out or eventually go up, this curve is probably going to start flattening out as well. So we need a confirmation. If this thing, we need a pullback confirmation that it's going to hold this 10-day moving average, or if it comes down, we need like somewhere over here in between, like where the big candles are, where we had the close of these big candles. It needs to make a higher low. So we had this low. We need to make a higher low for this continuation. So that's Nasdaq. S&P 500, similar story. This is that sharp drop. We saw the spike, broke it, and then today it crossed above the 10-day moving average on S&P 500. But look at where it resisted. It resisted right at the top of the previous box, right? And like this is this week, but these two candles ended up in the previous week, and it ended up at the 12-year trend line. And it stopped over here and it closed somewhere down here. And me personally, I'm looking for a higher low and a continuation, and then eventually going up, moving average curving, the index going up, and eventually breaking out this 12-year trend line towards higher. Right now, these moving averages are pretty steep and not curving yet. However, we have an early indicator over here. Let's see if it crosses and generates a buy signal. In a lot of sectors, it has generated a buy signal, or a lot of stocks, it has generated a buy signal, but it can immediately turn. Some, if they're very volatile, it's going to generate a buy signal and then it's going to turn. So let's see what happens. From yesterday, I talked about this. Just be mindful. Tomorrow, I think we're going to get the jobless claims number. This is March of 2008, somewhere over here. This is March of 2009. This is where we were at the peak of 2008. Look at this, we were higher in jobless claims back in 2008. We are at God knows how many years best we've ever been. But we are expecting a spike in this, right? And then it just kept getting worse in 2008. Hopefully, it's not the case this time, and we can contain this in the next 3 to 6 months. But I think the economy is all about jobs and then housing. So if people can hold their jobs, they're going to hold their houses. Unfortunately, because of large consumer debt, then it becomes an issue. So let's see the stimulus bill once it passes. What are the benefits that people are going to get in that? So this is where the market bottomed, March of 2009, and let's see what we get tomorrow. Morgan Stanley predicting a 3.4 million number. And some other I saw like on CNBC, some others are predicting some horrific numbers, but let's see what happens tomorrow. And I wish you all the best. Stay safe out there. Thanks. Goodbye.